Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Chris. We're here in Wetzlar Germany. I was here for the launch of the SL3, or the announcement, pre-announcement actually. And I wanted to give you a little bit of the feel, how it went, just a first impression on this beautiful camera before I do a full-on review that I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks when I get the camera to test it in events, weddings, and whatnot. But at least you have a first impression on this little beast. Most of the things that we find on the Q3 were brought into the SL3, such as, for example, the multi-resolution that we've seen on the M11, and it just continued, obviously, as a natural progression. So you will be able to choose the file resolution that you want on your DNG RAW files, which is great, especially for a camera like this, which is more geared towards professionals that can, interchange lenses and really use this for, for a living. The other thing is the tilting screen. That is something that I think is a great addition. It's not going to change my workflow necessarily, but when you want to, get those low angle or, you can do so without having to lay on the floor. That is great for video. We don't know yet if there's going to be an S. I presume there will be, but I don't know for sure. And that's something I would look forward to on a video dedicated camera when I'm shooting video. The standby button. That is a feature that at first surprised me a little bit. I wasn't too keen about it, but then, I kind of, it kind of grew on me. I kind of like that, the fact of having the standby mode. So when you press on the shutter button once, it just turns back on right away. And when you're shooting weddings, it is crucial to be able to just shoot, be there in the moment and be ready. So what I used to do on weddings is to just keep your camera on pretty much all the time, but in this case it's good to know that it just goes in standby, and I can confirm that the battery does not get drained at all or used when it's in standby. So it's really just ready for you to use it without using your battery, and that is great. Speaking of battery, we get the BP6 versus the 4. Obviously that's the one that came in the Q3 that was reverse compatible with the SL2, SL2S. One thing about the battery is that you will be able to use the old model, but it will limit you when you're shooting burst or when you're shooting video. You can shoot up to HD versus 4K or 8K. So you want to get the new one. Also for autonomy, we're talking 1860 milliamp hour versus 2200. So it gives you a little more, about 26% more battery. It is not amazing as of right now. I wasn't, I drained it pretty fast, taking some shots, a few videos. So I'm pretty sure that's something they're going to be tweaking in the coming firmware upgrades. But as of right now, that's how it is. They redesigned the icons from the bottom up. Everything was changed. It got streamlined. It got simplified. The whole menu structure was already pretty good compared to other companies. It was my favorite menu, and it got even better. There are a lot of touch features. I'm not a fan of touch in itself. I like the good old dials, especially when I'm out there working and sometimes you have sweaty hands or it's just cold. But if you're a touchscreen type of user, you're gonna be pleased on those menus. You don't go from left to right anymore. You go from top down, and everything can be accessed through touch, through swipes. You can now customize your tiles on the main menu, which is great. We used to have those icons and those features, and you kind of get used to it. You work your way around it, but being able to customize those things, I think, is great for us photographers when we're out there and we just need to have quick access and spend the least amount of time possible in menus and the most time on what we love, which is taking photos. You now have a CF Express and an SD slot. I'm still a good old SD user personally, but you will have the choice to use either or. Obviously, using the CF Express will allow you to shoot video in higher bitrate and do a bit more intense recording. I'm looking forward to maybe having a video dedicated camera. Again, we'll see if that happens or not, but as of right now, this is what we got. I will tell you more about this camera in the coming weeks as soon as I get my hands on it and I can shoot real life events. And for now, that's my first impression from Wetzlar Germany. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my coming up video. And I see you soon. Take care. Cheers.